Okay, on the record in the matter of FR Lansing LLC versus Yvette Green, 25-02169. Yes, please.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Sarah Reed on behalf of the plaintiff.
You're Miss Yvette Green?
Yeah.
Okay, today was the date set for a for a hearing. This is for non-payment of rent. Did the parties resolve this at all?
We have, Your Honor. We both signed a consent judgment. I don't know if your clerk still has it or if she's put it in the file, but I can put the terms on the record if you'd like.
Okay, I have a consent judgment here. It says that the past due rent to retain possession is due for the amount of $745.10. Other money due, which is rent for June, $583, and cost of $183.64 for a total amount due $1,511.74 that the tenant intends to pay that or will vacate the property with a date of June 18th. It says other orders. Figure in 2A above does not include is it 400 or 1400?
It's 400, Your Honor.
Okay, the $400 payment made by defendant on May 27th, 2025. And if that payment clears the defendant's balance in 2A, will be down to $345.10. That's accurate?
Yes.
Okay, you want judgment to enter by consent as stated there on the record, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you understand that you have the right to be represented by an attorney in this matter? You want to give that right up? You want to wait, or do you want an attorney to represent you? Do you want to?
No, I'm fine.
Okay.
Thank you.
You also have the right in this matter to proceed to a trial. You could have demanded a jury trial. Do you want to waive your right to have a trial on this matter?
No.
You want to have a trial?
No, I don't want to try.
Okay. Anyone threatening you to get you to give these rights up?
No.
Okay. You keep looking at her.
Because I don't know, because we are.
And she's looking straight ahead. Because I'm talking to you.
Because I signed, I'm gonna pay on the 15th.
I get all of that. But now I need to understand that you understand your rights that you have to give up in order to have this entered. And so looking at her does not make me feel like you understand your rights. So your right was to be represented by an attorney. You also have the right to proceed to a trial. You would have to waive those rights if you want to enter into this agreement to resolve this, whereby you'll pay this amount or vacate. You understand that?
Yes. Okay.
Okay, so no one is threatening you to get you to give those rights up?
No.
Okay, no promise is extended to you if you give up these rights, correct?
Correct.
You have 3 business days from today's date. If once you leave here, you realize you misunderstood the rights that you've given up, you can return to the court, request to have this set aside. You'll have to explain how you misunderstood your rights, okay?
Yes.
We'll get you a copy of this in just a moment. Any additional matters for the record?
No, I don't know if it's appropriate. Can I say hi and shake your hand?
Sure.
I voted for you. That's how I was looking. I'm nervous. How you doing?
I'm you're fine.
God bless you.
Thank you.
I voted for you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure to meet
You
you.
too. God bless you. Okay.
Same to you.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Thank you. That's it.
Yep.
I'm sorry. I just
You're
see her
fine.
on TV. I don't know.
Yeah, she'll get your copy so you can take it with you today.
I mean, you vote for somebody and you actually lead them. Yeah. Not that I want to be here, but you know.
Oh, you know.
I'm sure. It's
The original.
transitional
Oh,
circumstances.
they're all color copies. Okay.
Good luck to you, ma'am.
You too. God bless you.
God bless you.
That is Mr.
Is it waiting for Woody?
No, Michelle Weddle. She's
Oh,
not here.
okay. He's early. Okay, actually, this is gonna say here. Inside, you know. Inside the door, correct?
Yes.
Is he not in custody?
Yes. Well, he
I'm
was.
I'm
I can
confused.
double check.
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. He's not in custody. His bond was amended because of possible stroke symptoms. Okay. So we need to find out from the jail if they know where he is, because he failed to appear for forensic evaluation. All right, what is this? I didn't say do this. Did I say put a visual on it?
It's no more.
But did I tell you to make a visual?
No, that was.
Do you know
from the
why?
20th.
Do you know why?
No.
What does it say it is?
Well, did you question?
No, what is the charge?
To be, yeah, they put
Her
this
note,
in the box.
yeah, but her note says default judgment. I think it was attached to this one. That's Gonzalez.
Yep, Juanita Gonzalez.
Mr. Lee. Record in the matter of Lupin Cow versus Caitlin Wood and Robert Kelly, 25-02174, appearance please.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Norman Whitty appearing on behalf of the plaintiff, Lupin child.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Elijah Tyler, 86242 on behalf of the defendants.
Today was the date set for a hearing for non-payment of rent. How are we proceeding, counsel?
Your Honor, I'm finding out for the first time today that there's a habitability defense. I think we're going to need to adjourn this so that I can get an answer and some information about the nature of that defense. I don't think it's appropriate to proceed at this time without that information.
You find out today that they have an attorney. There's, the doctor doesn't have any name for their attorney. It doesn't say that they're being represented at all.
Your Honor, I did get an appearance today.
Yeah, I don't know why we don't have them. Let's see here. Did you file an answer in jury demand?
No, my mistake.
We don't have any appearance at all. Okay.
Do apologize for any miscommunication about that.
What is the nature of the habitability issues?
Road notification.
And so you want time to investigate that or time to try to abate that?
I'd like to investigate it, but to the extent there's a problem, I'm always advising my clients to do whatever they can do to immediately. So both of those things.
Okay, this is your next available court date. If you need additional time, you're welcome to send an email. Do June 18th at 2. June 18th at 2.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
No problem. You have any questions for the court today? No. Any additional matters for the record, counsel?
Nothing from plaintiff, Your Honor. Thank you.
We'll get you notices to appear.
That is McDaniels, Mr. Morris McDaniels, and a representative from Capital Village. See. That's attorney for the plaintiff. Let's see. Regarding that defendant.
Are you asking for that again?
No, I was saying I sent him an email
Oh, okay.
regarding.
The one I just gave you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I wonder if he's still in the hospital.
Yeah.
Because they kept sending us an email asking to remove his GPS survey. Yeah, because he's at a hospital. That's why he was still just there. Possible they thought he was short. So
Assisted living.
that's what his attorney said.
Actually, his attorney got that information from us. We got that information from. Yes.
We don't have anyone here for Brown or Devlin.
The attorney is not here, the defendant and the property manager is.
Well, I can't do anything without an attorney. And I don't have anything for Lansing 74 versus Clatina Evans. Is that dismissed or? That was dismissed, okay.
Upstairs then, or after that date? Okay.
Here on behalf of Capitol Village. Do you know where your attorney is?
I got a call last minute if I could come. They didn't say that he wasn't coming. I just said I would show up, but I'm assuming it was because he couldn't. So I just got very limited information.
Because he couldn't. Who's
Yeah,
your
I-
attorney?
I don't actually deal with him. Our accountant does. She just sent me an email and was like, can you go to court? It's these 3 people. And that was kind of all I got.
Well, that doesn't help you
Yeah.
at all. I don't know if you want to call and see what's going on. I usually give a 10-minute grace period. It's been 20 minutes. I'm going to dismiss him in just a moment and dismiss his case.
I can give them a call.
Thank you. Mr. Devlin?
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Just got a note from my client saying that Ron Bach was not there.
I'm sorry?
So I just got a note from my client saying that Ron Bach was not checked in with you yet.
Okay, Mr. Bach is supposed to be here today?
Yes. He said, he
Okay,
just
was he-
texted me saying he is here.
Okay, I think the issue might have been that we had something scheduled at 2 o'clock, but it looks like notice was provided to your office that it was at 2:30.
Oh, okay. I always look at the ones
so-
you e-file to me.
I believe that's what I believe that's what the issue is. It's on the docket, it was set for 2 o'clock, but I think that someone put the wrong one in on base.
Ah. Well, I just
So
wanted to make
Mr. Bach,
sure I was
if
not
Mr.
running afoul.
Oh, okay, nope, if Mr. Bach is supposed to be here, I'm sure we'll see him, and there he is.
Oh, there you go.
Sounds good, thank you.
Thank you so much.
No problem.
Since he was here nice and early.
That's 25-02247. Mr. McDaniel, you can come forward. Also, can I have your appearance for the record?
Yes, good afternoon, Your Honor. Ronald Bach here for Plaintiff Capital Village.
And you're Morris McDaniel.
Yes.
Okay, this matter was scheduled for hearing. This is for non-payment of rent. How did you resolve this matter, counsel?
We've got ready for entry a consent order for conditional dismissal. At the time, right now, $1,266 in rent is due and owing, with $171.54 in costs, for a total of $1,437.54. Mr. McDaniels agreed to pay $500 every 2 weeks, starting 6/3/25, until the balance is zero and current. That is including rent that comes due while the payment plan is in place. So within a couple months, he should be current. Maybe even earlier. He said he could likely make some more. Approach.
Yes. Okay, and Mr. McDaniel, that's accurate as to how you want to proceed?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so Judge, the case will be dismissed, that is, with the condition that you will pay the full amount of rent past due $1,266 plus the court cost of $171.54 for a total due $1,437.54. That's for rent due through a period of the 31st of this month. And again, that you'll pay $500 every 2 weeks, starting the 3rd of June until the balance is zero and current, including rent that comes due while this payment plan is in place. That's correct?
Yes.
You have the right to be represented by an attorney in this matter. You understand that, right?
Yes.
You want to waive that right today? You also have the right to proceed to trial. You could have demanded a jury trial. Do you want to waive your jury trial right as well?
Yes.
Okay, you also understand that partial payment or partial performance of this agreement will not satisfy it. You need to do exactly what you said you will do in this section, paying the full amount. You understand that?
Yes.
If you don't, the plaintiff can request to have judgment entered against you and get a writ to execute that judgment, and you will not get a new court date. Do you understand that? Do you have any questions at this time?
No, I don't.
You have 3 business days from today's date. If once you leave here, you realize you misunderstood your rights, you can return to the court, request to have the agreement set aside, and then you'll explain how it was that you misunderstood your rights, okay?
Yes.
We'll get you a copy of the conditional dismissal in just a moment. Any additional matters for the record, counsel?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Thank you. You're all set. There was an attorney looking for you, Mr. Tyra. Did you speak to her? Oh. Are you ready on the other matter? Mr. Whitty?
Oh, yeah, we can, if you want to go back on the record, that'd be great.
Okay, on the record in the matter of Lupin Cal versus Caitlin Wood and Robert Kelly, 25-02174, appearance for the record.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Norman Whitty on behalf of the plaintiff, Lupin.
Elijah Tyra, PA 6242 on behalf of the defendants.
Are they not here anymore? Then I can't do it.
Well, Your Honor, I would suggest that the court only requires the tenants to consent if they're not represented by counsel. I don't think we can have to go on record where both parties are represented by counsel and counsel signed the conditions.
Yeah, well, they were both here when they requested an adjournment.
Correct.
And now they're not here and I have a conditional dismissal.
Right, Your Honor, and if, for example, if we had gone back to our offices and mailed it in, I think it's no different. It's just that we kind of got it done quickly.
I have not signed any conditional dismissal, represented or not, unless it's been on the record.
I understand if that's the court's position.
So this can continue to the hearing date. They can sign, they can log in, because I need to know that they want to give up their right in order to do this, and I don't know that. This was scheduled for the 18th.
Yes, correct.
Okay, we'll get this in on base. We'll proceed on the 18th.
And if we can appear by Zoom at that time.
That's correct. Thank you. That's the one Brittany just sent it in the email. Why they put it in judge sign? What am I supposed to do with it? Why did I get that? I don't know about an appearance in here. What are you talking about? It's not, you're not even, you're like, no.
The other one is.
No.
But not that one.
On the record in the matter of Brier Apartments versus Marley Rogers and Melinda Adams and all other occupants 25-02256.
Good afternoon, Judge Ronnie Haddad, P 84927 for the plaintiff.
Line entire P 642 will have to finish, right?
Okay, today was the date scheduled for hearing. This is for non-payment of rent. I have here a consent order for conditional dismissal. The terms are that the case will be dismissed upon the condition that the past due rent owed $762.99 plus court costs of $224.10 for a total amount $987.09. And that's for rent owed through period of the 28th of this month, correct? It says the defendants will pay June rent timely in accordance with the lease. And $493.55 by June 13th and June 27th until balance in 2D is paid in full. 56-day rule is told and waived. Is that complete and accurate as to how you want to proceed? Counsel?
That is correct, Your Honor. Additionally, box 4B and box 7 are signed.
That's how you want to proceed? Can you speak so that the
Yes.
Yes, Your Honor.
okay, thank you. Okay, let's see. I don't have any signatures. Ready? Okay. So you both understood that you have the right in this matter to proceed to a trial. You could have had a jury trial. Do you want to give that right up? Is anyone threatening you to do that? You understand that partial performance and partial payment will not satisfy this conditional dismissal. So you gotta comply completely with this, even where it says that you'll pay your rent as it comes due and that you'll make the payments of $493.55 and on the dates that you say that you'll make them. Otherwise, if you don't comply completely, the plaintiff can request to have judgment entered against you and that there will be a writ issued to remove you from the property and you will not get any court date. You understand that? Do you have any questions for the court about that?
No.
Okay, you have 3 business days from today. Once you leave here, you realize you misunderstood your right to return to the court and request to have this set aside. Okay? Get your copy in just a moment. Any additional matters?
Nothing.
Trustee Wells here.
She is. It's, in the hall, Mr. Bach was trying to, I'm
Mr.
sorry,
Bach.
not Mr. Bach. Ms. Reiner, she was waiting to talk with Ms. Reiner.
Peter? Brier Cliff Apartments versus Tracy Wells and all other occupants to 5-02259 LT. Appearance, please.
Good afternoon, Judge Ronnie Haddad, P 84927 for the plaintiff, and my client is also present. State your name for the record. Kathleen Alden.
Your name, ma'am?
Tracy Wells.
Okay, today was the date scheduled for hearing. This is for non-payment of rent. I have a consent judgment here. It says that the past due rent to retain possession is due in the amount of $2,880 plus court costs, $183.35 for a total amount due $3,063.35. That you'll pay that in full or vacate the property in question by June 9th, 2025, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you understand that you have the right to be represented by an attorney?
Yes, I do.
You want to give that right up?
Yes, I do.
You also have the right in this matter to proceed to trial. You could have demanded a jury trial. You understand that?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
And you want to give that right up as well?
I do, Your Honor.
Is anyone threatening you to get you to give these rights up?
No, Your Honor.
You have 3 business days from today's date. If once you leave here, you realize you misunderstood the rights that you've given up, you can return to the court and request to have this judgment set aside and explain how you misunderstood your rights. Partial payment will not satisfy the agreement or the dismissal. I'm sorry, not the dismissal, the judgment. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do, Your
You
Honor.
need to pay the full amount if you want to maintain possession. Otherwise, you need to vacate by the 9th, okay? Okay, do you have any questions?
No, Your Honor.
Any additional matters for the record?
Nothing further, Judge.
Thank you, you're all set.
Thank you, Your
Copy in just a moment. On the record in the matter of Brier Cliff Apartments versus Carolyn Morton and all other occupants to 5-02261. Appearance, please.
Good afternoon, Ronnie Haddad, P 84927 for the plaintiff. My client stands to my left. State your name for the record. Kathleen Alden.
Your name, please.
Carolyn Morton.
Okay, Ms. Morton, today was the date scheduled for hearing. This is for non-payment of rent. I do have a consent judgment here. It states that you are going to pay the past due rent in the amount of $1,789.65 plus court costs of $183.35 for a total amount due $1,973, while you'll vacate the property in question by June 9th, 2025. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you understand that you do have a right to be represented by an attorney in this matter?
Yes,
Do you want to waive that right today?
yes, ma'am.
You also had the right to demand a jury trial in this matter. You could have had a trial in this. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
You want to give up your right to a trial?
Yes, ma'am.
Anyone threatening you to give these rights up?
No, ma'am.
You have 3 business days from today's date. If once you leave here, you realize you misunderstood the rights that you've given up, you can return to the court and have this judgment set aside, and then you'll explain how you misunderstood your rights, okay? Partial payment or partial performance will not satisfy this judgment. So you gotta pay the full amount, $1,973, or you have to vacate by the 9th of June, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
I'll get you a copy of that judgment in just a moment. Any additional matters, counsel?
Nothing further, Judge.
Thank you, you're all set.
Thank you.
Capital Village versus James Thomas, 25-02249.
Afternoon, Your Honor, back here for plaintiff Capital Village.
Your name, sir?
James Thomas.
Okay, today was the date scheduled for hearing for non-payment of rent. I do have a consent order for conditional dismissal. States here that the matter is going to be dismissed upon the condition that you, Mr. Thomas, pays the past due rent, $1,729.80. That's for rent due through a period of May 31st, 2025. There's court costs that you would need to pay of $171.54 for a total amount past due $1,901.34. It says the defendant shall pay $700 every 2 weeks, starting June 6, 2025, until the balance is 0 and current, including rent that comes due while this payment plan is in place. That's accurate?
Yes.
Okay. Partial performance will not satisfy this agreement, so you gotta do exactly what you say you're gonna do here and pay those payments. As you stated, you'll pay them, which is in $700 increments every 2 weeks, plus you're accruing rent. You understand that?
Yes.
You understand that you have the right to be represented by an attorney during this court proceeding? Do you want to waive your right to counsel? You also have the right in this matter to proceed to a trial. You could have demanded a jury trial. Do you understand that?
I do.
You want to give up your right to a trial?
Yes.
Anyone threatening you to get you to give those rights up?
No.
You have 3 business days from today's date. If once you leave this courtroom, you realize you misunderstood your rights, you can return to the court. You'll file a motion to set that aside and you'll explain how you misunderstood your rights, okay? Do you have any questions? Get your copy of your paperwork in a moment. You're all set.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Okay, Capitol Village versus Deshaun Tolbert and all other occupants, 25-02250.
Afternoon, Aaron Arnold, back here for plaintiff, Capitol Village.
You're Mr. Tolbert, Deshaun Tolbert, and you are Amanda Hokinson? Okay. Okay, I have here a consent order for conditional dismissal. It states here that you are agreeing to have the matter dismissed today upon the condition that you will vacate the property in question, or you'll pay the amount here, $1,603 plus court costs, $171.54, for a total amount due $1,774.54. That's for rent that's due through a period of the 31st of this month, correct?
Yes.
Okay, it says the defendant shall pay $600 every 2 weeks, starting May 30th, 2025, until the balance is zero and current, including rent that comes due while this payment plan is in place, correct?
Yes.
People understand that you have the right to be represented by an attorney. Have her sign this, please.
Yes.
You want to give that right up?
Okay.
And you both have the right in this matter to proceed to trial. You could have demanded a jury trial. You understand that, right?
Yes.
You want to give that right up as well?
Yes.
Anyone threatening you to move forward with this conditional dismissal and give up your rights?
No, ma'am.
Partial performance will not satisfy this. You gotta do exactly what you say you're gonna do in this section right here, okay? If you don't, they can have judgment enter against you and remove you from the property. You will not get another court date. Do you have any questions about that? You have 3 business days from today's date to return to the court if you misunderstood any rights that you've given up today, okay? Any additional matters for the record, counsel?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Thank you, Ralph.
Thank you.
Get your copy of your paperwork.